Hi, welcome back. Today I want to show you how I crochet this cute little hat. I'm using this myself, so it's an adult hat. You can also use it in or make it in a smaller size. Just make the brim a little shorter and you can just measure around the head for which you want to make this hat for. So I will show you from the beginning to the end how you make this hat, starting with the brim on the bottom and then work our way up the top and then finally sewing it up at the end. And you can of course attach a pom-pom or you can leave it without a pom-pom. This hat works either way. So I'm working in a pretty bulky yarn, a pretty thick yarn, so it takes no time to do this hat. Just follow my tutorial and you will be able to make this hat. So let's begin. First, a little about the materials. I've used this very nice yarn from Elise. It has 25% wool in it, and you can see right here, whoopsie-doo. The rest is acrylic. So it's really nice and warm and very easy to work with. This is a bulky weight yarn in a size size 5, and it's a cute pink color. I've used a 6mm hook, and then I've used some scissors. And finally, I've used a tapestry needle to weave in the ends. So we begin with the bottom part of the hat, which is the brim. And first we make a slip knot. So make a loop with your yarn and then take the long end of the yarn behind the loop, grab it from the middle with your hook and pull. Then we create a chain. So first you yarn over and then pull through the loop. That's a chain. Then yarn over and pull through. You keep chaining until you have 7 chains in total. So just yarn over and pull through 7 times in total. When you have that, we will now skip the first chain. So skip this one and move on to the second chain you have. We will do a single crochet into that. So insert the hook through the second chain, then yarn over and pull through, then yarn over and pull through 2. So that's a single crochet. We will do a single crochet in the next one as well, so find it on the bottom and insert the hook. Then you yarn over to make a single crochet, pull through, then yarn over and pull through 2. That's 2 single crochet. So we will do 1 single crochet in every chain all the way across. So just insert the hook and single crochet. We chained up 7 and then we skip the first chain, so you will have 6 chains or 6 single crochet when we're all the way at the end, which we are right now. And this is how the first row looks. We will now chain 1 and then turn the work. Now we will only be working through the back loop of the stitch. We will still be working in single crochet, but we will only be working through the back loop. We skip the first stitch and move on to this second stitch right here, and this is your back loop. So do a regular single crochet, but only through the back loop of the stitch. Skip this one, move on to the second, and insert the hook. And then we do a regular single crochet, so yarn over and pull through, yarn over, pull through 2. In the next one, the same thing, a back loop single crochet. So find your back loop of the stitch, this one, and insert the hook and single crochet. And then we do 1 single crochet in the back loop of every stitch all the way across. And that's it. And this row we will repeat until the brim fits the head. So chain 1 and turn, and then work back loop single crochet back and forth. Remember, skip the first turning chain you did over here, and then back loop single crochet from the second stitch and then keep back loop single crocheting for the rest of the row, and then continue like this. When we're done with the brim, it looks like this. This one fits around my head, so I will now stitch it together. So connect the ends and then make a stitch all the way along this. So insert the hook on the opposite side and then grab the yarn and pull through both stitches. Insert the hook through both layers, then yarn over and pull through everything you have on the hook. So you are actually slip stitching right now. You just insert the hook through 2 layers of material and then you pull through everything you have on the hook. So that's it. So now we connected the ends and you can open it up and see that it's hardly visible. So this is the inside and we will be working on the outside of the brim. So we will now begin working horizontally and we will do 1 single crochet in each of these rows. So you see you have a row right here and you also have a row on the back side. So you will do 1 single crochet in every row. So grab your working yarn and then you just push your hook. I will just do 1 chain before I begin, but then you push your hook through this first row and then you single crochet. Then you find your next row, this one in between these 2 bumps, and single crochet, and then you single crochet in this next one, and then you just continue like this with 1 single crochet in every row all the way around. And it will look like this when you're out around. When we're all the way around, it looks like this. So we have 1 single crochet in every row. We will now connect the ends by doing a slip stitch in this first single crochet we did. So just insert the hook and do a slip stitch. So now we connected the ends and we will now continue working around and around. So we will be working in rounds and we will do a chain to get up to the height of a single crochet. And then in this first stitch we will begin with a single crochet. So insert the hook in this first stitch and do a single crochet. And then in the same stitch where we just did the single crochet, we will now do a double crochet. So then we skip this next stitch and move on to the stitch after that, where we will do a single crochet and a double crochet. So insert the hook in this next stitch and single crochet. And then in the same stitch, do a double crochet. And this is how we will continue. So skip the next stitch and then do a single crochet and a double crochet in the same stitch in this one. Then a double crochet. Then we skip this next one, move on to the next one and do a single crochet and a double crochet all the way around, just like I did. So skip one, single crochet, double crochet, then you skip one and do a single crochet, double crochet. Now we completed the round and row 2 looks like this. Then we will connect the ends just like before, and we just did this final single crochet, double crochet, and we have this one on the bottom, which is the next one we will skip. So to join the rounds, we will do a slip stitch in the first single crochet we did, this one. So you just insert the hook through this stitch and then you slip stitch to join the ends. Whoops. Just like this. And you see this is pretty invisible, almost. So now we continue. Oh, I just have a little thread. Sorry. I'm ready now. Just chain 1. And then we will begin this next round. And this round we are about to do, you see these small gaps. These are the ones we will be working into. So you will do the single crochet, double crochet part into these small gaps. So you will skip all the others. So this round we are about to do now, this is the round you will repeat for the rest of the head. So do a single crochet and a double crochet in the first one of these gaps. And then you skip this next stitch and you can spread it apart a little bit so you can see these small gaps right here. And then you do a single crochet and a double crochet in this little gap. Then you skip the next one, pull it a bit apart so you can see the gaps, and then do a single crochet and a double crochet. So this is actually what you will repeat for the rest of the head, or until we are about to decrease. So you just continue like this until you have the height you like for the head. I am continuing like this, and then I will show you how to begin decreasing. When we are all the way back here, you will do the same thing again. You will just do a slip stitch in the first single crochet and then work around and around. When you continued like this for a few rounds, I continued 12 rounds like this. This measures 17 centimeters from the bottom of the brim to the top of my stitches. If you like a taller hat, you can of course do a couple of more rounds. That's totally up to you. I'm just liking this size of hat. Then I will connect, like all the other rounds, with a slip stitch in the first stitch. So you have a complete round. And then we will begin decreasing on top of the hat so we can close it up. So again, chain 1 just to get up to the height, and then find your first of these gaps and do a single crochet and a double crochet, just like all the other rounds. And then in this next one, you only do a single crochet. Then find your next one and do a single crochet and a double crochet. And then skip this one and find your next little gap and only single crochet. Continue like this all the way around. So your next one, you do a single crochet and a double crochet. And then your next one, you only do a single crochet. So continue all the way around. And when you're all the way around, you join with a slip stitch. And then chain 1 to get up to the height. And then we really want to increase. So skip the first one, then do a single crochet in the next one. Then you skip a stitch, then you do a double crochet in the next stitch. And then you skip a stitch and do a single crochet in the next one. And then skip a stitch and do a double crochet. I think you follow, so just skip one and then switch between a single crochet and a double crochet. So in this next one you skip this and then you do a single crochet, then you skip one, do a double crochet, and then you see we are really beginning decreasing on the top right now. So just switch between a single crochet and a double crochet all the way around. We just did a double crochet, so skip the next one and do a single crochet in the next, and then skip one and do a double crochet all the way around. And now we are really seeing it coming together. We want to close up this gap even further. So for this next round we will do 2 single crochet together in every stitch. So your first stitch is this one. So you begin the first single crochet, so you insert the hook and grab the yarn, pull through, and then you have 2 loops on your hook. You don't finish this stitch, you just move on to the next one. So insert the hook in the next stitch and grab the yarn and pull through, so you now have 3 loops on your hook. Then you yarn over and pull through all 3 loops. So now you just did 2 single crochet together, and this helps closing up this gap even further. So the next 2 stitches will also be 2 single crochet together. So insert the hook in this next stitch, grab the yarn and pull through, so you have 2 loops on your hook. Then insert the hook in the next stitch, grab the yarn, pull through, so you have 3 loops on your hook. Then yarn over and pull through all 3 loops. And continue like this all the way around. Grab this one, pull up the next loop and pull through all of them. Again, this next one, 2 single crochet together, just like this, all the way around. Now the gap is so small that I won't be crocheting in it anymore, so I will just cut the yarn and pull this through the loop. So I will finish the rest up with my tapestry needle. So just thread it and then close up the gap with your needle. Just insert the needle in the next stitch and then skip a stitch and insert in the next, skip a stitch and then push in the next, all the way around. Just pull a bit halfway so you don't break the yarn, and then do the rest and pull, and you closed up the gap. It's perfect. So now you can weave in this end, just push it in, grab it from the inside, and then weave in this end in the inside of this head, so it won't be noticeable. Whoops, like that. Cut the yarn, and you have your head. Ta-da! And you can put on a pom-pom, like this one. If you don't know how to make a pom-pom, you can follow this tutorial and I will show you how to make one like I did this one. Just made this in 5 minutes. So that's how you make this little cute pink hat. I hope you found this tutorial easy to follow. If you did, please press thumbs up and subscribe to my channel. I hope to see you again soon. Bye!